9.5, 9.75. Okay. This means half. Okay. And third reason, anybody here in MBA to postpone your marriages for 2 years? No? Okay. How many of you wish to have a job of your dream which starts salary at 2.5 lakhs per month? Per month. Very nice. Thank you. 3 lakhs per month? Very nice. So can I say almost all of you would like to have your dream job starting at 3 lakh rupees per month? 36 lakh rupees package? Okay. Is it okay if a company comes to other group and says, I want to offer 6 lakh rupees per month, and will you take up a job per month? 6 lakhs? Obvious, right? What stupid question is this? If a company offers you 6 lakh rupees package per month or 72 lakh rupees per annum, and if they tell you one condition, there is one condition, right? Everything comes with conditions applied. If they say till your retirement, salary remains same. How many of you are still interested to take up that job?
I will invest.
That's okay. That is your, lookout. Would you be still interested for 6 lakh rupees package per month till retirement? What's your name? Wasim. Wasim is the only person who wishes to take up that job of 6 lakh rupees per month or 72 lakh rupees per annum and want to grow his career. So he has some alternative plans of investment of this money into some other portfolios. That's okay. But rest of you, not so keen, right? Why? 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 Your expenses will increase as the days pass, right? That is one way. Any other things? Your responsibilities will also increase. Today, in your life, mostly you are alone. As far as yourself is concerned, you have parents, you have siblings. But as you move forward, maybe after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, one becomes 2, right? Then after 6, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 2 becomes 3, 4, 5, 6, 100. Depends. Now, having said this, if someone wants to pursue a career where you are not really worried, okay, about 2 times the package that you were expecting. Your expectation was 36 lakhs per annum, and here is a job or a company which is coming and offering you 2 times your dream job and dream salary to start with. Okay, you are not interested. So what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? I told you guys, it is going to be very informal, so I want more interaction. So what does it mean? Yeah. Priorities may change. Very good. A big round of applause to him. Priorities may change. Very good. What else? Better offer. You are interested in better offers. Okay. So the point I want to drive before we start our, I'm going to share our own case study in what we have done, is every day, every moment, every week, every month, every year, okay, as an individual, when we expect our careers to be much better day by day, our salaries to be much better year on year, and when we expect growth, for example, if you start as manager, okay, as a career, your title, would you be interested to retire as manager? May not be, right? People may say, what is there in title? Title mein kya rakha hai? That is secondary. But primarily, from your own social identification or your own interest in the whole societal setup, you would want to showcase yourself growing. You want to see yourself growing for yourself, your family, your society, your community, all of that. Growth is something which is necessary element. When you want growth from your financial standpoint, your social standpoint, your monetary benefits, all of that, don't you think we should invest time in our own growth? Who is responsible for our own growth? Our own growth. Correct? How growth can happen? How a growth can happen?
Learning new things.
Sorry?
Learning new things.
Learning new things. Very good. You nailed it, Wasim. So it is learning new things. What else? Acquiring skills. Okay. These things are something which is known to all of us. How much time as students in today's context, in a formal setup of education, how much we are serious about learning new things is something which we have to reflect. Why I am saying these things particularly before start of my experience sharing. How many of you feel there is a competition in the world? Okay, very nice. Most of you or all of you. Actually, during your student days, maybe you see your friend or maybe a classmate or a batchmate slightly attaining more marks than you, obtaining more credits in comparison to your performance. All of that is in your context today a competition. In my opinion, in a broader aspect, it was I think 2008, I was working for a Tata group. So one of our senior most IR chief, he had come and said, soon after passing out of your college, okay, out of 100 students, 99 of them actually stop learning. How? They stop reading. Students think, or maybe few students, generally they come across lifelong learning methodology. Few stop reading because I've already got the campus placement. We have seen many cases where, last semester before examination, if a campus placement happens, his or her academic score generally goes down because there's already offer in hand, right? So that is something which we should not really get into that trap. Ideally, we should keep reading and learning. And for example, in our context, we have in our organization every 3 months, one of our core team member is being nominated to IIMs. So that person has to go to IIM and learn, come back, and after coming back, that person has to take us through the learning that he or she has attained from IIM. So different IIMs we nominate. So learning is something very, very important. So let us not stop learning at any point in time. Okay? Is that okay? Yes. Yeah. So it is, and when we talk about 6 lakh rupees is not enough at the age of 58. Same way, if you are reading and studying for 2 hours today is not good enough. It's as simple as that. So for example, my favorite example is in the year 2008, if I'm not wrong, there was one mobile company which had 48% their global sales, 48%. Which was that company? Nokia, correct? And today, I don't know, I will not be successful in giving that example if I take that question to you guys. How many of you have started your first phone, have seen first phone as Nokia? Oh, very good, good number, then it's okay. So around maybe 70-80% you have seen first Nokia, right? Today, how many of you have You have been using Nokia, right? People look at each other. Is there someone alien, right? So what happened? Because as an organization, they were phenomenally well-positioned company, right? Even that market sales that they had has never been able to be captured by any other operator in the world till today. Correct me if I'm wrong. So when an organization thinks I am too big and whatever I tell the world will listen. If this is the mindset of an organization, what happens to an organization? Example is in front of you. And similarly is the individuals. Similarly is individuals. At times what happens? We think we know everything. We have come to MBA, right? And few of my classmates couldn't get into other group of institutions. So I am great. That is good feeling for your own achievement standpoint, but not necessarily the end of the point. We have to keep moving to a level of next attainment. Okay? And how many of you have failed in 10th level or PUC level or maybe degree level? Any failed candidates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Fair enough, nothing wrong. I'll give my own example. So 10th I attained 52% marks. What was the number? 52%. So almost similar to Ranbir Kapoor. If you have seen Kapil Sharma show, right? Then with my friend's support and with a lot of inspiration, I went to PUC Science. You know what will be my fate, right? What was my fate? What was my fate? It was in 1999. I failed in maths and physics, 2 subjects. And after, PUC first year, second attempt, I was able to attain. I cracked both the exams and I successfully passed. Okay, and my total aggregate was 38%. Wow. Then what happened? In 2000, I joined degree college and I changed my stream from science to social work education. Social work education. That was kind of my own interested area. And I stood second rank to Karnataka University. Second rank to Karnataka University. So nothing great about it, but what I am trying to give you an example is, at times in life, if we fail, that is not the end of the story. That is not the end of the story. And not that to succeed in life you have to fail. That is also not what I am trying to tell. If you have learned something in first go, it is always good, right? Then what happened? After graduation, I went to my post-graduation. And I was from mostly rural area. Good number of my friends were all from urban areas, metros, cities, convent schools. I was from government high school, okay, Kannada Ganda Makkala area Prathamika Shala, right? So there was, luckily or unluckily, in 2006, February 6th, there was only one company to Bangalore University, only one vacancy. Only one vacancy, one company, which came for campus selection. Luckily, I was the one who got through, straight through campus. Then from there, I worked for about 3 companies. One is the US multinational, second is Brazil and Indian collaboration company, Tata Group company. Third was Volkswagen Group company, which is a Swedish brand, Scania. So all 3 companies I worked, and during the course of my interaction with most of the students from different institutions, those who came in contact with me, I started realizing that there is something which we can do much bigger and better than what I was doing. I was very happy. Few millions of rupees salary was given to me, and happy, go lucky types, 3 hours a day work. So very comfortable life. And my wife was then government employee, so she resigned recently 2 years ago. So she said, you are actually wasting your life, you are wasting your time. You are here for a much larger purpose. Why don't you explore bigger issues, bigger challenges, instead of being at one place as corporate professional. So that was the time. It was in 2014. Then I started in search of doing something which is very close to my heart. So then, like-minded friends, we got in touch and we tried understanding what are the issues in society. Like 8 or 9, students from your side, you said you want to become an entrepreneur. So what is the first quality of an entrepreneur? Bearing risk, taking risk. Social environment. Creative. Mindset. Okay. Very nice. All these qualities are very essential. What you said. What else? Leadership. Extremely important. Leadership is extremely important. Not only in entrepreneurship, but in any, for example, in academic setup, you need a good leader. In political setup, you need a good leader. You name any sphere of society. Even at home, who is a good leader? Mom, right? Mother is a good leader. She knows resource management. She knows discipline management. She knows finance management. She knows, you name anything. She is excellent at procuring things at a low cost management, best quality, super service, right? Mother is the best manager or best leader that the world has ever seen, right? No comparison. So these are the qualities that an entrepreneur is really required to be performing. That point in time, it was 2014-15. We started analyzing what can be done. Okay, what should we do as an entrepreneur? What do you think we could have done? Language should not be barrier. If you want to speak in Kannada, it's okay. Hindi is okay. Marathi I can understand. Kannada I can understand. Kannada is my mother tongue. English I can understand. You can talk in any language. What should we do as an entrepreneur? What is first step of entrepreneurship? Timing, okay. Planning, okay. Before planning, location, okay. Very good. Location. What else? Capital, okay. What customers need? So what is she trying to say? It's a problem statement. What type of market you have? It's a problem statement. So you need to identify what problem is persistent in the society, right? Once you understand problem, what happens? Solution. How many of you think there is one problem in society and I can solve it? How many of you think? Okay, there is a problem which I know, and I also know that there is a solution. From these 9 people who are entrepreneurs, anybody? You have? My question is very simple. To become an entrepreneur, you need to have problem statement defined, right? If you know the problem, what it is required? A solution, right? Broadly, it works on 4 simple parameters. If there is a problem, for example, let's take an example of Ola cab. Okay, what did Ola do? What Ola did? What was the problem? Ola is a good model. Okay. What Ola did? There was a problem. What was the problem? Transport, right? Personal transport, there was a challenge, right? The problem statement was, there was a vehicle maybe 300 meters away, a cab which was standing, customer was standing here, and there was no platform available for communication between the service provider and the user, right? So the problem was beautifully identified. After identifying problem, what they did? They found a solution. What was the solution? One app which works as a platform between the customer and the service provider, right? Fantastic platform. In the whole process, what they did? They made service availability, transport service availability, and cost was very exorbitant or almost similar to auto fare or it was reasonable fare, right? After that, what they did? Did they invest few thousand crores? No. So capital was also not initially a huge requirement. How many cars they own? How many cars Ola own? Almost nil, right? It's all aggregation. So you have aggregated, right? So that is how they did. Today, if any of you think, sitting in this room, any of us, if you think, to become an entrepreneur, we need money, we need experience, we need leadership, we need market connect, we need investors connect. It's all a myth. It's not required at all. What you really need is, you need a very good problem statement, okay? Well researched problem statement. Many times what happens? We think there is a problem. I think you have heard of Red Bus, how it started, right? All these entrepreneurs who have been successful, they thought that there is a problem. They went in depth. They went in depth to understand to what extent the problem is prevailing. Yeah, level varge samasya ide ante. Then what they did? They tried finding solution. What was one common element, or what has been one common element among all entrepreneurs? Among all entrepreneurs, including me. If a person is identified a problem and there is a solution around it, there is huge passion, phenomenal passion, 24/7. Whenever they wake up, whenever they are in front of anybody, or if they are reading something, if they are writing something, if they are doing something, if they are just sitting quietly and watching TV or a movie also, what will be on their mind? Only that, passionate idea. How can we change the world with this, my solution? That is something which is first important element for all of us if we want to become entrepreneur, right? So what we did, I will tell you, then we can discuss as we move forward, right? First slide. So this was our first. This was our first exercise that we did. We are social entrepreneurs. In our context, what is social entrepreneurship? What is the difference between entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship? Huh? The one who serves for the society, okay? Social entrepreneurs, for your kind information, are not the ones who are sannyasis. We are not, sannyasis means, we are not here where we say ourselves as, we don't work for money. No. We are here for a cause. Cause is to impact society very, very positively, solve issues of people who are there in the society, right? So there are so many people who are needy of various services. In our context, what we did, we tried understanding those issues. What are those issues? What are social issues in the country? Unemployment, corruption, malnutrition, you name any issues. When we understood these issues in 2015, we said, we look back at our core competence. As an entrepreneur, you are not supposed to get into something where you are not really holding any core competence with you. For example, what's your good name? Saurav. If Saurav appears to be famous among all your team members, I was able to sense. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I can make out. Okay. So taking Saurav's example, what Saurav is very good at?
Dance.
Dance, okay. Let's say dance, okay. Comedy, okay. Comedy. What else? He's too good at too many things, sir, but we cannot share that in platform. That is the feeling of all the students. Okay. I understood. Let's assume what you really don't like. One element which you don't like in your life. Something which you really don't like. Any activity. Huh? What is that? Exercise. Okay. Okay. Let us take exercise example. Okay. If you think Saurav is going to really be a social entrepreneurship in yoga space, do you think it is very easy for him? At the moment, let's take on a lighter note. It's very difficult for him to take today. But let's say if dance is very passionate area for him, he can actually be a good entrepreneur in the space of, let's say, choreography or dance, right? All of that. This is what I'm trying to establish a point. When you analyze any issues, okay, to become an entrepreneur, you have to take a piece of entrepreneurship from that aspect which suits your core competence. In this case, anything which is beyond Saurav's interest is not going to be successful, for sure, right? Similarly, in our case, what was our competence? We were from human resource management background. We were HR professionals. So what is close to our heart? It is people, right? During the introduction, I said I am a people professional. I am a people professional, right? So anything around people. If you tell me, let's say, will you be able to drive a software company? I said no. That is not my cup of tea. Okay, we can, have the aggregation of, experts who come in because there are some stalwarts who will come and do. But if you ask me personally, will it give you a kick to take that, plunge of entrepreneurship in software? I say no. That's not something which is I want to work with. I want to work with people. I need people around me, right? That is what gives me kick, right? So coming back to our idea of entrepreneurship, we said we will work with education space where we have formal education, informal education. Second was poverty elevation, because you will be surprised how many of you have been blessed on a daily basis 3 meals a day. Hopefully all of you, right? Okay. In the entire world of 800 billion population that we have, how many people go to bed without proper meal? Do you think there are people? How many could be the number? 8%. 10%? 20%? 8%? 8 point something percent. One of the studies say 2/3 of the world has no access to 3 meals a day. Okay? Now, if you go back and see the blessings that you have, right? 3 meals a day is a blessing, right? It's not just like that. Okay. At times we keep complaining our parents. Mobile padala. You don't give me, pocket money what we expect, right? All of this we do that because of right. We feel it is our right to go back and tell our parents. But how many of you have literally thanked your parents anytime? Genuinely? Did you thank your parents? How many times? Several times? It's very good. If you have done so, it's excellent. Because one of the important aspects of getting more in your life, what you wish, is subject to you thank what you are already blessed with. If you don't thank, you will not get. There is something called a power of giving has power of receiving. Right? Not necessarily giving is in the material form. Giving smile to a stranger is also something you are giving back, right? Your smile can actually make that person's day, right? So what we thought, poverty is something where we wanted to work, that is by providing employment. If we provide employment to one person, what happens? He or she takes care of 3 or 4 people. I'll give you an example. I went in, this was one of the triggering for point of entrepreneurship for me. It was 2014. I went to a place called as Bhalki in Bidar district. So one boy came in and said, "Sir, I want somehow this job for 1 month." For 1 month. For me, it was first of its kind experience in my life. Somebody is coming and asking for a job for 1 month. Have you heard of this kind of a request in interviews? Sir, 1 month ke liye job de dijiye. Then I asked him, out of my curiosity, what is the reason? Why are you asking for 1 month? He said, "Sir, at my place," means in his village, he had done his diploma. He said, "We are 7 members in our family. Okay, my grandmother, my father, mother, and I have 3 sisters, and he himself. So 7 members family. Most of the times we go to nearest lands and we get the ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಒಲೆ ಒಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And we get maybe 4 or 5 kgs rice from government, and we have been living this life. Per month, our total family expense, grocery and everything together, is 500 rupees. 2040, okay, 500 rupees. If you offer me a job, that will be 10,000 rupees. Those days it was 10,000 rupees salary for a diploma fresher. Take home, plus 2 times meal, stay, all of that will be arranged by company. He said, if you give me 1 month job, how many months his family will be taken care? 20 months. 500 into 20 is 10,000 rupees. I said, you are really a person with a lot of need. Please come and join. He joined. He did so fantastically well. Today he is in Finland. He is drawing in lakhs of rupees his salary. Okay. So the example what I am trying to quote is the impact of our social entrepreneurship journey. We started to do something around poverty because we wanted to elevate poverty by providing employment opportunity. And to provide employment opportunity, what industry wants? What they want? What industry wants? If you go to an industry, okay, as a fresher, you will be given immediate appointment? No. What they want? Experience, skill, knowledge, right? Then we said the next piece is to make them vocationally skilled. A skilled workforce is something which we wanted to work. So that's when we started. So then that was unemployment. So then unequal opportunities. So there are unequal opportunities means if you see many a times interviews of Hollywood or maybe Bollywood and other places, female actresses are being paid lesser than the male co-stars. That is actually uneven or maybe not so fair approach towards the pay part, right? Similarly, when we said we will work on opportunities for everyone equally, okay, then we started working for urban and rural, both 10th fail candidates, 10th pass candidates, ITI fail candidates, ITI pass candidates, diploma pass candidates, diploma fail candidates, all of this, right? We started working. So 88% of our India's workforce, even in today's situation, are less than 12 years of formal education. How many of you are aware this data? 88%. Out of 140 crore people that we have in country, 50 crore people in India are in working class. Of this 50 crore, 88% is less than 12 years of formal education, means less than 12 or less than diploma, less than ITI. Again, we are all sitting in this room are from that blessed 12% population, right? It is again our duty to thank our parents because they have been helping us to attain higher education. Okay. So seeing this piece, we said we will work on these issues, right? So what happened later? I'll just show you what happened later. Yeah, next slide. I was talking about this. So if you see 94% of the people are in unorganized sector. So from this 50 crore people, 94% of the people are in unorganized sector. Means there is no social security. Be it provident fund, gratuity, bonus, labor welfare fund is relatively missing in these 94%. 6% only are in organized sector. 6% is rest ಆಯ್ತು 50 ಕೋಟಿ 6% ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು 3 crores 3 crore people in the country are in organized sector. And when we say 6%, 3 crores, these are both government and private. For example, people working in TCS, people working in Wipro, people working in Infosys, all are part of organized sector. Now, imagine what is the number of students who are studying from KG to PG? Any guess? We have 140 crore population. What is the guess? Wild guess. ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು ಕೆ ಜಿಯಿಂದ ಪಿ ಜಿ ಓದೋ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ 50 crores 30 crores 70. Okay, move on to the next slide. We have somewhere close to 27 crore students, okay, who are studying from KG to PG, okay, including vocational everything. About roughly 30 crores students are studying. And how many students would be passing out from this annually? Yes, how many students? Yes, pass out ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. From 30 crores, every year pass out, right? Next year you will pass out from MBA, right? Likewise, there are students who pass out and want employment opportunities, entrepreneurship opportunities, self-employment, their own family businesses, right? All of this happens. Yes, Tribhudu?
10 crores. 10 crores.
From 30 crores population. 20 crores, 26 crores,
10 crores.
2 crores. It is 1.2 crores. Every year in India, we have roughly about 12 million. Andre 1 ಕೋಟಿ 20 ಲಕ್ಷ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು they pass out. Where they come to world of work, right? We are all part of that next year, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what happens to them? Next slide. Next slide. 88% I said. Next slide. So 12 million people ಏನಿದಾರಲ್ಲ from this 300 million. If you see this data in Germany, am I audible? In Germany, if the population is at 82 million, that is 8 crore 20 lakh people who are the total population. On the job, when we say on the job, people who are getting skilled, going to industry. For example, you have internship, you have exposure visits to companies, you go to different industries for your own studies, correct? All of that is to understand how industry works. Germany, it is 15 million people undergo industry integrated programs. Means 18% of their population is good, well trained before they come to industry. What is Japan? 10%. 8%. 10 million, 8%. China? India? 0.17%, right? So that's the number. Saying this, what came to your mind? You felt good about it or bad about it? But we didn't feel bad. We said there is a huge opportunity for us to train, take our country towards next level, right? And to our luck, to our surprise, pleasant surprise, in 2015, the government of India came out with a new ministry. What was that ministry? Ministry of Skill Development, Ministry of Entrepreneurship. And there was a new policy, national policy on skill development and entrepreneurship. So what an entrepreneur should see? An entrepreneurship journey is all about seeing problem as opportunity. If you have ability to see problem as opportunity, you will get huge amount of inspired ideas you get, and you start moving towards impact, right? Impact is something which you want to do, right? So what China has done? What is our total population which is less than 12 standard? How many students are there in the country? Less than 12 years of formal education? No, I'm asking them. What's your good name? Meghna. What was your good name? Rekha. Lekha. You are from Bangalore? Both of you are from Bangalore, right? You are from Bangalore. So sometimes it is good to check whether students are engaged or not. I do that because we have ability to scan all around who are listening, who are not listening. My job is to make you effectively take insights. If you don't take, it is not my problem. I am not responsible for your success. I can be one of the enablers to your success, right? Right, Megha? Lekha, am I right? So, coming back to our next slide, please. We came out with a very simple mission where we said we will impact 1 million lives. 1 million lives by 2030. How? We had a very simple philosophy. We will not charge a single candidate across the country wherever we set up our skilling initiative. We will not charge 1 rupee. We will not charge 1 rupee also. That's our theme. And we have not charged a single rupee till date. It's been 8 years. We have trained about more than 4 lakh people. We have helped them get employment. We help them become entrepreneurs, but not even 1 rupee charge. Is it possible? That was our problem statement. That was our solution. That we came with the approach. Is it possible? How? Where the money will come from? No. We don't charge students. We don't charge students. How you will make money, right? So then, let's next slide. So we said this policy will help us, which will help us to really support. Okay, next slide. So the first slide, we said we will do something called as skill and job fair. There are so many people who are unemployed, right? In India, there are so many people who are unemployed. On the other hand, if you go to any industry, what you will find in front of every gate? Manpower required. We want people. We want skilled workforce. On one side, we have employers who are saying we need people, and on side, there is huge unemployment. So we are like Olas of employment industry. What we try doing, like us, there are many. We are not the only one. What we try doing is we tried creating an aggregated platform. Okay, we created a platform where students started registering, employers started registering, and we did our first skill and job fair in Bellary district. Thorangallu is the place where JSW has its huge facility. We did it, and within 3 days, 46,000 people who had come for selection process. About 36,605 candidates were given opportunity for interviews, and we were able to place with 179 companies 9,967 candidates on the spot offers. That was the job which we started doing. Students came in, unemployed youth came in, employers came in, and there was a good amount of interview process, and they got the jobs. What was our role? What was our role? Our role was to facilitate the entire process, and people got the jobs. Likewise, we kept on doing, and today we have helped about 54,529 people so far in helping them get employment. This is our first part of 1 million ka 3 lakhs ka 54,000. We have achieved the target. This is first one. Next please. Second is we have been training youths in various aspects of skill development. We work with about 116 clients across the country, and we help rural youth to come forward and get the training opportunity. Let's say if there is a 10th fail candidate in let's say Kalburgi district, one of the smallest villages. If he says I want a job, we help that individual. Our job is to help that individual get that person skilled and help them place with employer. And be it training, be it assessment, be it certification, be it placement. In all the 4 stages, we don't charge 1 rupee. Okay, we do that under corporate social responsibility, CSR initiatives of various companies. So there is a resource, there is a need, there is a supply. So all that we do is in our social entrepreneurship journey, we help these youths come to our training centers, train them for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, get them placed. This is what we do. Good idea? And we have done so far 1,89,211 members. Training and employment or entrepreneurship journey has been done. In today's context, we work in 17 states in India with over 352 training centers. Train about roughly 20,000 students per year. That is what we do. So this is second initiative. Third initiative, please. Third is Women Skilling Program. This is a very interesting program. We have set up 13 women skill centers in a place called as Dharwad district, in northern part of Karnataka. Here, 13 skill centers are being set up where women come from different parts of the villages. They come, get trained for sewing, fashion design, tailoring, customer relationship management, all of that. During the training, whatever material that we give, cloth material, they practice, they get trained. That material, the finished product is uniform for Anganwadi kids. So likewise, 10,000 kids have been provided with Anganwadi uniforms. Okay, and these women, after their training, they get certified. They want to become entrepreneurs. We help them with Mudra loan, 50,000 rupees, 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupees, which is again free of cost from our side in terms of facilitation. In terms of repayment, they have to repay to the bank, but there is no mortgage. It is on their own. And every woman is also provided with sewing machine, free of cost. We provide them free sewing machine. If they want to become an entrepreneur, they want to set up, let's say, any additional machines and other thing, we help that also. Okay. If they want employment, we provide them employment opportunity, Shahi Export, Techsport, all these multi-national companies or Indian national companies who are into that space. That is also free. So likewise, we have trained about 31,355 women now. This is the work that is being done around women's skilling. Next week. This is a very interesting program. Here we are training about 1 lakh students. So roughly about 64,000 we have already trained, 64,312. What we do, government high schools. What is the situation of our government high schools now? Good, average, bad, worst. Few of the schools are very good. Let's be positive. Few of the schools I have personally visited, excellent. They are far, far, far better than any of the international schools. There are such schools. Very good number of schools are in good condition. Few of the schools are in bad condition. many of the schools are also in worse condition where because of aging of the building. What we have done, we have not done anything around students, infrastructure, school development. We have not done anything. What we do, we train teachers and kids on 10 different techniques. Okay, 10 simple techniques that we train, which helps them to attain from 25 marks or 30 marks or 35 marks. They can easily attain 80 or 85 marks. If any of you are interested in those 10 techniques, which is 15 minutes training, you can write to madam and we will be able to send you the link. There are online classes. It's all about breathing. As soon as we get a birth on this earth, what we do first thing? Breathe. And how much time we have spent, okay, to understand breathing? How many of you have spent qualitative time in understanding how do you breathe? Do we breathe correctly? Do we breathe correctly? That is what we think. We think we are doing a good breathing or a correct method of breathing. So that is what we first teach. Okay. Likewise, we have done about 64,000 kids training. Next week. Next. Yeah. What? This is my last but one slide. So what impact we have created is about 3,39,000 people we have so far trained, and job roles like be it painter, fitter, welder, customer support executive, backhoe loader, all those industries like retail, ITES, automobile, BFSI, you name any industry, we have been able to create impact. So in the whole process, we also take care of our employees in a very good manner. So any person who has finished 5 years of service in our group company, he or she is being sent to overseas trip for 5 days. So most of the boys want Thailand, so they go to Thailand. We send them to Thailand. And any employee who completes 5 years is also eligible for and if they are on the particular rank and above, they are eligible for a car. We provide them car. And any employee who finishes 1 year is eligible for interest-free loan. We provide interest-free loan to them. Let's say 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs, whatever amount. And wedding, we provide 25,000 rupees gift, wedding gift. First wedding only. That is we do. Then we have recently launched a new program. Employee who has completed 5 years of service can go to Ayodhya with 3 days official leave. With 40,000 rupees we give it to them. With their family they can go to Prabhu Shri Ram Darshan and they can come back. These are the few of the policies that we have been able to effectively execute. So I stop here. I would like to take questions. So around 1 hour already I have taken. Half an hour we will keep. Fill in the mic. Starts with Saurabh or Megha will start. Anybody? Yeah, question. No question. We started with about maybe you can switch off that for video or recording.